But you're going to talk to April first, right?
Yes, I
Right.
know that. I'm just calming down.
Let me just make sure the audio's happening.
You good? Ciao everyone, I'm Filippo, and you threw me off. I don't know who you are anymore. Like, oh no, was that Veronica's look? I'm sorry,
No,
because I've been watching you on the YouTube. I know that look. Sorry.
I'm ready.
Ciao everyone, I'm Filippo with Life Changes with Filippo, and today our guest is April Crawford / Veronica. And I say / Veronica because on the screen you're seeing April Crawford right now, but she will be channeling Veronica, an entity, in just a few moments. But before she does, this is the first time I've actually gotten to ask somebody who channels and actually takes an entity in about the process. So April, if you don't mind, before you go in, can we talk a little bit about that?
Certainly.
Okay. All right. So April, was there any indication growing up that you were going to be channeling some entity?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Not until I came out to California. I was a dancer. I was very physical. Did all kinds of dancing, danced professionally in New York and out here. And it wasn't until I met a friend of mine in 42nd Street. We were swings in the show, so we had a lot of time to sit around and talk. And she was into Buddhism, Hinduism, you name it, she was into it. And I liked her, so I rolled my eyes and just went along with it. And then she announced one day that she was learning how to channel. And I kind of said, okay, you're going to channel, great. What the heck is that? And she started telling me about it, and I was like, oh, that's very nice. And I just thought she was out there, so I just said, okay. And I went through a bad breakup, and she was having sessions at her house where the people that were in her class were practicing the channeling. So she says, come on over, it's a great group, come on over, don't sit there by yourself, come on over. So I would go over and sit around while all these people, there was like 5 or 6 of them, were practicing their channeling, and I would be very polite and smiling. Okay.
This was your first experience?
Yeah, my first experience, and I was being very polite because I love my friend. I didn't want to embarrass her, and I thought, okay, this is great. But I really liked all of them, and I kept going because it started to get a little interesting. And then one day, I went over there, and I don't remember anything about the night. And it's kind of like you took a nap, and I woke up, and we were all looking at me like, with that face, like, and I said, what happened? And they told me that I just kind of spontaneously channeled this energy called Veronica. And I was like, yeah, right. Okay. But then I kept going, and it kept happening, and it's just evolved and evolved and evolved, and sort of just surrendered to it because it feels like I'm helping people. It feels good. I feel very energized. I feel very healthy. They take care of me physically, and anytime I get sick, if I channel, it's over. Any kind of sickness. So I feel like, after 20 years, I've learned to accept the fact that this is a process. I'm doing it, okay, and I'm much more comfortable now. I wasn't real happy about it at first.
So what weren't you happy about? The fact that this weird thing is happening, or that...
But I didn't know anything. It's like going to a party, and then the party's over, and you have no memory of the party. And it's like, what was I doing during this party, And
everybody else got to experience it.
And they got to experience it, and they were all talking away about it, and I had no memory.
As if you were asleep or something.
Yes, as if I had come over, sat down on someone's couch, fell asleep, and then woke up when everybody's going home, and they have this whole experience of the night, and I had nothing.
It's so...
And like, you're the star of the show, you're the one that's saying all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Really?
So I wasn't real happy about it.
Do you ever have an opportunity to talk to Veronica yourself?
Now I do.
Now you do?
Now I do.
It's a learning process?
We had to have a conversation internally so that I would be comfortable to go on with it. And I met my husband, Alan, in those sessions. And he would always encourage me, and I'd say, well, I can't tell anybody about this. I'm not comfortable. And it took a good 10 years for me to do anything publicly. I would channel for Alan and channel for that group. but I felt very uncomfortable with the whole process, and I thought, Catholic girl, what's my family going to think? What's everyone, what am I going to think? But all the information that I would read or listen to some of it, I didn't listen to all of it because I wasn't comfortable. But the things that I did hear were really good stuff and really helpful. The people in the group were really helped. And I thought, it can't be that bad. So I said, look, I'd like to be able to be privy to some of this, if it's real and all that. Let me be privy to some of this. And they started letting me hear a little bit of it, and I started going, well, you know what? This is good stuff. This is coming from a really good place. So yeah, I'll do it. And then Alan encouraged me. He said, you should do this for a lot of people. You should be doing this. And it took me a long time to muster up the courage to do that, but we finally did, and the rest is history, I guess, because we've just been doing it ever since.
Now we'll be talking to Veronica in a little bit and asking her. Is it a her?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Well, she's been male and female, so I think she's more androgynous than anything.
Right.
I call her a she because I feel the femininity in her.
Okay.
But I also feel the masculineness in her. So, and we've all been masculine and feminine.
You mean past lives, or?
Yeah, every energy that incarnates has been both.
All right. So we'll be asking her a little bit about her, but do you know anything about the entity other than what you just said? A little androgynous, and she's good to you?
Yeah, she's very good to me. She's very interesting in the fact that she has such a broad perspective. I mean, she accesses all their lives. She accesses the energy of other people. She's not judgmental, and really believes in the ability for all of us to get where we need to be as energies. She really has a belief in even the worst person. She always talks to anybody and encourages them to expand themselves and be better. She has no judgment on anyone, which for me, growing up in the Catholic world, there's a lot of judgment, so it was a whole new kind of experience for me, and taught me a lot about people in general. It's changed how I approach people. I don't judge anybody anymore. And you are who you are, and you're doing the best you can, and maybe if you talk to Veronica, you'll do even better.
Okay.
It's an opportunity, so why not?
So what do you say to the people that come maybe from a background like you did, or that come from the, no, this can't be, or I don't believe this?
Well, nobody believed it less than me. Nobody. And I've really changed in the last 20 years or so, and I think I'm a better person for it. So I always encourage anybody who immediately throws up a red flag. I say, you know what? Just listen for a while, give it a chance, and see how you feel at the end of the day on it.
Okay.
It changed me completely.
So what should we expect? What are you going to do physically? Do you prepare yourself in a certain way?
I try to relax before I'm going to do a session. I try to get out of my daily dramas, but because everybody gets frenetic with their own dramas, so it takes me some time. Like today, I started this afternoon just quieting myself down, trying to withdraw from the daily dilemmas that are presented to you that may upset you or make you happy or make you really upset or anything like that. So I just,
knowing you were going to do this.
Knowing I was going to do this. Anytime I know I'm going to do a session, I take at least an hour just to calm down and say it's not about you. It's about the people you're going to talk to, and it's about Veronica coming through and speaking to them. So get out of the way. Because it's their special time. It's an opportunity for them to expand and grow, and I need to honor that. So I always prepare with the best intent possible.
Well, this is exciting. I can't wait. I think I should let you do what you do, and
Okay, well, it'll only take a little bit. So
Okay.
just give me a moment. And who are you?
I'm Filippo.
Good day, Filippo. We are Veronica.
Good day.